Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is JaKaTaK, and welcome to Tea Time. But it's actually coffee time. This is coffee. It's actually coffee time, and holy crap, there's so many cool things happening. But let's first get out of the way the not cool thing that happened, which is I missed my dentist appointment today. Luckily, they were super nice and managed to reschedule. Moving on to more related things. Challenge Accepted #1 has gone over very well with all of you, even some new Patreon supporters as a result of Challenge Accepted #1. So I'm obviously going to keep doing that. Glad you guys like it. Really, really pumped, guys and girls, people. Working on that. Like it, and it's really, it's cool. We got so much response. Got so much response out of it. Lots of really good comments, lots of interesting feedback. Apparently, I switch between Zay Frank vocal cadences and Will Ferrell's Alex Trebek. So I go kind of back and forth between those in the video, which I didn't really notice. But it's sort of interesting how, like, I'm very vocal cadence absorption-y. Whenever I listen to certain accents or cadences or whatever it is for a long period of time, I just sort of absorb them and start speaking like that without even noticing it. When I was really young, I had some cousins from the Boston area, and they were over for the weekend. And by the end of the weekend, I was, just speaking exactly like them, and I didn't even, I was I was like 10 years old or something, and I was like speaking strangely. And my mom was like, why are you talking weird? And I was like, I'm not talking weird. I don't even know. I can't even bust out the Boston accent. It's been so long. Which is not the Brojag accent, just so you guys know. That's not Boston. It's not what the Boston accent is. There are many Boston accents, but at least not the one that I knew, which is like the Southie Boston accent. But anyway, Challenge Accepted. Went well, good. Challenge Accepted #2. We already got more. Gotta get used to that. I'm not representing a group of people anymore. I'm just me. Okay. I already got more replays in the first 24 hours of the announcing that I would be taking replays than I got in the whole 2 weeks of replay submissions from the first Challenge Accepted. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, going to be doing that. And what's really cool is I recently, thanks to, I should know your name, but you know who you are. Thank you for linking me that video about the way that YouTube algorithms work as far as self-promotion in a particular area and things like that. It was Game Theory from MattPatGT, at MattPatGT. Awesome dude. Really, really cool stuff. I like pretty much all of his videos and have begun binge watching them. It's really great, so you should check it out too. Here. And yeah, so the cool thing about Challenge Accepted is that it's a long format, but it's engaging enough to keep people watching for a long period of time. So that's really like the money maker as far as the YouTube algorithms go. If you can have long content on YouTube that's engaging and that people will watch for a long period of time, then that's going to get bumped up the charts and move through and give a lot of growth. The other thing I found out is that if I don't make videos for 2 weeks, it pretty much destroys my entire channel, which makes sense now that, there were 3 2-week periods in Tutorial Central where everything went to shit basically. It was awful. And now I know that, so no matter what happens, I will never go a 2-week stretch without releasing a video. Maybe it'll end up just being a tea time, or maybe just, some small tutorial about, siege tanks or something like that. But I'm not going to do that anymore because, it's really, really bad for the channel. And subscribers don't actually get notifications if that happens. It's crazy. It's crazy. I did not know. I thought subscriber, that means that they get a notification, but it's not that simple. So if you're thinking about subscribing, just, go ahead and subscribe. The more you interact with my content, the more likely it is that you'll get a notification, and the less you interact with it, eventually you won't even get a notification anymore. So subscription isn't really the big commitment that it once was, or maybe it never was, but in any case, there it is. In addition to Challenge Accepted 2, I'm also working on a TVP guide with H2O Mario. It's going to be so cool. I don't have really high-level strategical decision-making knowledge in my brain hole. Most of my knowledge is about, mechanics and how things work in the game, very like detailed, specific things, and a lot less like big picture decision making type things. And luckily, HT Mario is, top. I think he made 26 GM, rank 26 GM with random, and I think rank 4 with Terran. So he knows a lot of stuff about Starcraft. So we're going to be working on a TVP guide first, as he is a very, very awesome TVPer. And, we're going to go over an opener that's really, it's really sort of versatile, and we're going to go over each sort of decision-making tree type things where it's like, okay, these are the cheeses you have to watch out for, this is the time you have to scout for them, and just like a really, really in-depth of this particular style that HT Mario likes to do. And we're going to be, performing it or delivering it to all of you in the sort of style that I like to do, which is, get you directly to the content right away, none of this goofing around. It's all going to be scripted, it's all going to be recorded. There's not going to be any, I don't know what to say next, but this is pretty good bullshit. It's going to be, I'm excited. I'm really excited. Hopefully, there will be other pro players who will want to do the same thing, and maybe I'll start some more collaborations with other pro players. HTO Mario isn't technically pro, but he's really, really good, and he's also a really fun streamer, and he plays a lot of mech, which is, you think of mech, you think of Velo, but really what you should be thinking of is HT Mario, because that dude is awesome. Really high-level mech play. Okay, so, starting a new StarCraft 2 website. I can't tell you too many details about it, but there's going to be a lot of really cool stuff. I'm building it from the ground up starting Monday. I'll be starting to work on that, and that'll be part of my new, the new project that I'm working on. And I'll be doing that 4 to 5 hours a day. Is in that website. The goal of the website is basically going to be one-stop shop, teach you how to play StarCraft. So, all that you, the kind of the goal is like, all that you as the StarCraft player have to do for your friend who is I'm thinking about getting into StarCraft person is say, go here. Click, you go here, and then bam. Very user-friendly, very, intelligent website design. Working with a whole bunch of people who have much more experience in that kind of stuff than I do. I've got a lot of my own ideas and I'm working on with them, so it's going to be excellent. I'm very excited about it. I'm not going to give any dates or anything like that, but it is sort of tied into the February announcement, which has been moved to March. So there was something cool happening in February, but certain things happened, and that cool thing that's happening in February is instead happening in March. So sorry, got to wait another month until that announcement comes, but it'll be. I'm very excited for it. It's going to be very cool, and it has to do with this new StarCraft 2 website and also a bunch of other things. Also began, as a result of the Zay Frank references, I've been thinking about doing this for a long time. I am starting up True Facts. Here we'll explore true facts about the Hellbat. The Hellbat, we're going to be going into that kind of a thing and doing true facts about each individual unit. And initially I thought, okay, cool, this is like a neat, fun idea. I get to parody Zay Frank, who is like one of the coolest YouTubers fucking ever. That dude is awesome. He's super funny. And it's really intimidating for me because like I'm watching all the true facts over and over and over again, basically just to absorb his voice and his vocal cadences and the way he speaks and to try and emulate it as much as I can. Because I already do it a little bit, but I really want to do a very good job on it, and so I've been doing that as far as like just leaving it on when I'm doing dishes, just having it going all the time so I can absorb that voice. And it's really intimidating because his shit is so funny, and I cannot write jokes that funny. I'm gonna do my best, but it's not gonna be as funny as true facts about marsupials. It's just not. Here we'll explore true facts about the sea pig. This is a picture of a land pig. It's not going to be that funny. But I'm going to do my best. And what I realized as I was sort of doing it was one of the things where people watch StarCraft, maybe for the first time or whatever, is just sort of like figuring out all of the units and what they are and what they do and how they work is this whole huge, giant thing where it's like, oh man, I gotta learn all about these units and what they do. And I realized going through the true facts thing is that I can basically do one true facts video on every single unit in Starcraft. And if it's entertaining enough and interesting enough and fun, while containing all the information about each of those units, then people who are newcomers to Starcraft can be like, oh yeah, you want to know, just like first step, you want to know about the units, you want to know what they do, watch True Facts, it's kind of funny, it's interesting, and you learn a little bit about the units. That way when you're watching, you'll be like, oh yeah, that's the Hellbat, I remember that because of this joke that was funny to me. So it's going to be a real big challenge for me, and I'm going to take a long time. Probably not going to see a True Facts video until late February, early March, because it's very intimidating for me, and I want to take the time and try to really bring it to the highest level that I can. And as I go through the list, I'm going to get better at it. I'm going to get funnier, and it's being funny is like anything else. I think anyway. It's a skill. It's practice. It takes practice to write good jokes, and some jokes are not going to be funny, and hopefully you will all give me specific feedback that I can act on and get better at. So hopefully that'll be a really cool series. So I'm working on that. And also the audio track, the first rough cut of the audio track for the next Starcraft. Well, it's not going to be Starcraft. It's actually going to be all games, which is cool. It's going to be a gaming music parody. I won't tell you what the song is because it's kind of like the fun, exciting part of it that I don't want to tell yet. But working on a game parody, the rough tracks just came in, and I'm recording the vocal tracks, and then I'm going to send it back to Incognito, and he's going to mix it up and make it smooth and beautiful and fantastic, and then we're going to send that to Nice Username, who has an actual name, but Nice Username is how I know him. It's funny. I don't know. I don't recall his actual name. But in any case, you probably see him on Reddit, r/nice_username. He does a lot of different StarCraft 2 montages and things like that. He did the montage for the StarCraft Enlightenment, How to Get into StarCraft 2 video on Tutorial Central. So I'm working with him again, and both of us are going to be kind of gathering in the appropriate clips of games and things like that we think are funny and good. And we're going to be putting that into the video. And that's it. Oh man, it's a super exciting time to be doing stuff right now for me, and I'm doing a lot of it. Thank you so much, everyone, supporting, especially on Patreon. It makes a gigantic difference. A lot of people think that $1 doesn't make a difference. It makes a huge difference, especially when there's as many of you. Most of the people that are supporting me are doing it like $1 or $2 or $5 at a time, and all of that sort of adds up. I'm going to be doing a revamp of the Patreon soon. It's mostly I want to be working on videos right now, but I do need to go ahead and revamp the Patreon and make sure everything is laid out the best way it could be. Basically, setting better milestone goals. For instance, I'm considering doing something like removing ads from YouTube if I get to a certain amount of Patreon support, and a bunch of other things. But basically, sort of, it's Patreon's like the fuel that keeps me going, and it literally, if I did not have the Patreon right now, I would not be able to pay rent. I would not be able to, I wouldn't have enough. I would fall short if I didn't have the Patreon. So big hearts go out to all of you Patreon people. Make sure you keep in close contact with me. Tell me things that you want to happen as a result of your patronage, and make sure you give me lots of feedback so that way I can continue to make you happy. That partially is my job. So thanks again, and this has been Tea Time number, and I'll see you later.